Hello again. This is another Kindle book, so it's another vlog about a Kindle book that I've finished. If you remember, I had from NetGalley, Alexa, what is this about love? Something like that, by Brian Bilston. And I absolutely loved it because he uses wordplay, he messes around with structure, and I really enjoyed that book of poetry. So I picked up this one, Diary of a Somebody, by Brian, again, expecting more of the same. And yes and no, there is poetry in there, and again he is playing with form, he is playing with words, and the poems are funny, they're clever. I really enjoyed reading the poems. We've got things like taking your cat to work, the artist as a young anagrammatist, which was a really clever word, using play on words with anagrams. I really enjoyed that one. Then villanelle, where villain is spelled Villallan, villanelle, so it's all to do with comic book villains. And then a sonnet, a love sonnet to a custard cream. You know, there's lots of poetry in there that I really did enjoy. The book itself isn't a book of poetry, it's a novel. And the premise is that it's a diary, and every day he's going to write a poem. So his diary will be 365 poems, which of course doesn't happen. And it's the story of him, a novel about him. And he's divorced, he sees his son every day, he's a member of a book club, he's a member of a poetry club. And I'm sorry, but I found him so irritating. I did not take to him at all. The character in the novel, I just couldn't gel to him. I couldn't like him. I found him so annoying. His dithering, the way he just drifted and didn't finish this and he didn't finish that, and I didn't enjoy I enjoyed the poetry, but I didn't enjoy the novel. There's wordplay in the novel, in the prose sections. There is wordplay again. You know, there's some nice touches, but I just didn't like the novel bit. Because I didn't like the character, the main tag character. I didn't like the Brian in the novel, and that almost spoiled it. If it had been a book of poetry, I'd have loved it. I'd have given it 5 stars. But because I didn't like the prose bit, I love the poetry, absolutely adore the poetry and the way he subverts form. But I'm sorry. There was one redeeming bit about the character, and there was one bit that I did like about him. There's only one part of him that I did like, and to anybody on BookTube, any person who reads, this will resonate with you. Whenever he goes into a bookshop to buy a book, he comes out with 6 or 7. Isn't that what we all do? Isn't that what everybody who reads does? We never come out of a bookshop with just one book. We come out with bags full. So that was the only part of the character that I actually liked. So that's what I thought about Diary of Somebody. His poetry is great. I'd never read any of his poetry until I had this book from NetGalley, the Alexa, what is this thing about love? I will have to put the correct title in the comments below, because I'm struggling here to remember what the correct title is. But I would have loved this to have been all poetry again. So I'm going to have to pick up one of his pure poetry books and forget about the prose, because, well, you know. So that was my review about Diary of a Somebody. So you know the form. If you like the video, subscribe, you know, tick the notification bell. and I'll come back to you fairly soon. We're heading to the end of the month now, so it's rapidly, January is rapidly slipping away, so I'll be coming very soon to sort of do my January wrap up. So until next time, I'll see you later. Happy reading. Bye.